What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Project CRF. This is part 3. Today I will be disassembling the forks because the previous owner gave me a bag full of parts and there were some fork parts in there, and one of the forks doesn't seem to lock all the way, so it's time to disassemble them anyways because I'm going to be getting those respring and I'm going to be getting those worked on anyways to set up to my weight, ordering fork seals, dust seals, new kit, new stuff and everything anyways. So I figured I'd make a video of me disassembling them and showing you guys my experience. It's a real cloudy, misty day here in the state of Texas, so what better thing to do than to get in the garage and work on Project CRF. So tune in with me and experience what I'm about to experience. I've never really messed with forks. I did it on my YZ125 and it didn't go too well, but it went. So I figure I'd give this a shot because I want to work on everything on this bike. I want to experience everything on this bike myself. So let's get into that. Let's dive into that and let's go through this together. All right, so I'm going to start by taking off the wheel. I already have, actually no, I don't have the clamp bolts loose, and there's 2 missing. So I'm gonna start by taking off the wheel, getting it kind of to where like it's balanced and stuff on the ground, since the frame is actually sitting on a bucket and not an actual stand. Making sure we don't drop anything and none of that. But let's get the forks off of this, or the wheel off of it, and then get it situated, and then get these forks off one way or another, then take them over to the table and start the disassembly. Alright, so now I got the forks off and I feel like it's kind of in a secure position. I don't have the nut for the top clamp, and what I'm going to do is kind of try to bang these out with a rubber mallet, which I have here in my hand. I'm going to try to bang that out with a rubber mallet, see if I can't get those forks out. I got the clamps loosened, and then from there we should be able to scoot the frame back and get it settled, and then take these forks over to the table and start our disassembly process. Alright, so I was able to get the forks off, and it wasn't too much of a hassle because, like I said, I didn't have a bolt for that top triple clamp right there, so really just had to bang that off, and then the bottom ones were loose enough to where the forks just slid out. It was a matter of catching the frame so it didn't fall on me, or so it didn't fall on the ground and risk damaging any parts. But we got these forks over here laid out on the table. I have cleaned them up before, and I actually noticed that this dust shield isn't all the way in there, so more than likely something is either not all the way in or something's missing, which I believe something's missing on this. I was told, at least, to go over them when I got the bike, which I plan on doing anyways because, like I said, I am going to be putting springs in here and getting these set up for my weight as well. Plus, I just want all new fluid since I'm completely rebuilding this bike. But yeah, never really done this. I've watched plenty of videos. I've watched Cameron Niemela do this. I've watched who else? I think Adam Paginelli. I watched a couple of guys do this, so pretty much going off of memory, trying to get these open. Let me grab a bin so I can dump out some of this fluid in there, and then we'll go from there, guys. Alright, I'm gonna start by removing this dust shield. See if I can't get this out. It's actually coming out pretty simple, actually. Don't wanna, nope, there it is. That came out really simple. Oh, we got a retaining clip and stuff in there as well, which also popped out really easy. There's the washer sitting there, so let's get that out. And then we also have a seal and stuff in there. But first and foremost, let's see if I can't get this clip. Wow, this is actually a lot easier than I expected it to be, but something tells me this fork over here is not going to be that easy, since this one right here has a lot of extra play in it. Well, now that it doesn't have the seal and stuff in there, it's coming off a lot easier, but it was sliding up and down when I put the wheel on the bike. Alright, so we got those right there. Go ahead and slide those right there for now, get those out of the way. Just go ahead and flip this over. See if we can't unscrew this cap right here. I don't have a fork wrench, but I do have channel locks, and what do you know, coming off just like that. Oh, be right back. Let me grab a bin just in case some oil and stuff decides to spill out. Alright, so for some reason my camera stopped recording, but I was able to get this out. And if you guys notice, this is supposed to go in and then compress and come back out by itself, which it's not doing. And also, it is missing the needle or whatever that goes inside there, the long little shaft, so I'm gonna have to order that. But this isn't compressing by itself like it's supposed to be doing. There's absolutely no fluid whatsoever inside these. Well, there goes our spring. Let's go ahead and get that out. Get that out of the way. But yeah, there is nothing inside there at all. So let's see if we can't open this up and get this out of here with the seal. And just like that, the seal stayed inside there. The seal stayed inside there and the forks came off without it. This is already turning into a nightmare. And it's gonna make me wanna definitely send these off to be worked on by somebody else. Let's see if we can't get that seal out. That seal is being real stubborn and not wanting to come out. Wow, that's actually stuck in there. I'm gonna see if I can't get that out. All right, so I managed to get the seal moving. The spring decided it was gonna come out of it, but that seal was actually lodged in there and it's no good. I had to pry against it and stuff to get it to pop out. Plus it was already cut, probably explaining why there's no fluid in there and it's bent and broken. So get that spring put back in there, or try to, even though it's unusable and it's just now junk. All right. Let's go ahead and slide this tube down here and hopefully it doesn't fall off the table. I know our next fork, the other side shouldn't be as difficult, but I'm not gonna say that because this side shouldn't have been that difficult, and it was. So we'll get that off. And it turns out we are actually missing one, which I know where it is. It's in a bag of parts and stuff that I was given, because there's another one of these too as well that goes on here. And you'll see when I take it out of the other fork. And look how easy all that slides off. That is the clip for the outside of the fork, the washer, the retaining clip, and the dust seal. All right. So it should look a little something like this, and there should be another washer to go along with that, or another lock nut or lock ring, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go fish that out of the bag, see if I can't find that. All right, and just like that, I was completely right. There is another one that's supposed to go in here, and it wasn't in there, it was in the bag, but at least I know I have all the parts and stuff for this shock right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this stuff out and get it out of the way, and then start on the next shock, or the next fork, which is really, really crazy that this is actually doing that. That is insane. I mean, it's got some, it's like it wants to rebound, but I'm guessing because it doesn't have any fluid in there that it's not. So I'm not too sure what to say or do about that one. And then right here, I know this is a 17. We're gonna go ahead and take that off and stuff as well. And that'll be our complete disassembly of that fork. All right, pulled out the big boy for this one. And I was wrong, that one is not a 17. Let me see what it is I can grab real quick. It's not an 18 or a 17. I am completely wrong. I don't know why I thought it was. Let me go find the right one and we'll get back to it again. As many times as I watched videos of these forks and stuff being taken apart, you would think that I would get it right. But I was able to get the right socket, just throw it on the big boy, and don't even really need it, because look at that, it is completely coming off. I could probably take this ratchet off and spin this by hand, which I'm gonna put to the test. Yep, coming off by hand. So these forks were completely built wrong, missing parts, stuff's real loose. There's no fluid in it, so I'm not worried about it, but get this little clicker out right here. That way we have these forks completely disassembled, and I might even actually try to take the bottom off and have those Cerakoted or have those powder coated and stuff as well. And I thought about sending the forks off to get them coated, but I'm not sure if I want to spend that much money just to get them coated. But I do know, ooh, wow, that stinks. There's probably some bad fluid in there at one point, but I do know that I really want to get these built and set up to my weight. I have never really had a bike set up to my weight, so it makes it a lot harder when I'm out doing track riding. Free riding and stuff, it's a little more okay, since we're being like more dangerous and more carefree anyways. But at the track, I would love to have these set up to my weight. That way when I'm out jumping and I'm in the turns and stuff, it just absorbs a lot better and it doesn't bounce me around and I don't die. But yeah, that is one fork completely disassembled. I'm going to clean up this mess right here and try to get some of this stuff organized. That way I can have room to work on the next fork, and I'll lay all this stuff out later on and show you guys all the parts. And then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to look for the best price on fork seals, probably from Rocky Mountain, ATV, MC, or Motorsport. If not, eBay. You never know. Okay, so I had to throw this fork back into the triple clamp because I don't have a vise. And I don't have a way to get that off without the actual wrench other than to use vise. I'm gonna try my best not to damage this because I do not want to have to replace this part, and I'm probably gonna have to clean it up because I know it's gonna have some nicks and some marks. But what I'm gonna do is tighten down the clamp on it and see if I can't break it loose that way, and if not, then we are out of luck. So I'm gonna tighten down the clamp on here, get it in there nice and tight. I don't want to go too tight and strip the bolt. But what I'm going to do now is try to break this loose. And I want to get on the flat part. I don't want to. There we go. Alright, so I was able to break that loose. And I didn't make too many nicks or marks. And I don't want to take it out all the way just yet. I just want to make sure it's a little loose before I take it out of the clamp. And I don't want to take it out all the way and spill fluid and stuff all over the table. So, loosen this clamp, get this fork out, and then we can start disassembly of this one, which I have a feeling is going to be a little more difficult than that one since this one has a lot of rebound and it's not loose, and I don't think it's missing any parts. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, this time we're going to start by loosening the bottom. If we can get that one off. Alright, that one broke loose. Alright, so we got that one loose. We also have the top loose. And this is by no means a how-to. If I do decide to do the forks myself, rebuild them, and when I do the springs, I will make sure I thoroughly watch a bunch of videos. That way I can give you guys a how-to. But I just want you guys to experience this with me. The pain and suffering that I'm going through trying to break into this bike. So for right now, it's hand loose because I got it loosened. But I know there's some fluid in these ones, so I'm going to put my tray right here because I don't want to have fluid spill everywhere. Yep, I can hear some air and some fluid gasping, and I can also smell it. Just want to be really careful. Alright, we got that down. Definitely fluid in there. Ew, that dark colored fluid. Actually, it's not too dark compared to some of the fluid and stuff that I've seen. And these forks actually weren't leaking, but I figured, hey, if I replace one side, I might as well replace all of them, right? Might as well replace both. Go ahead and tilt it all the way, make sure we get all that fluid out of there. Actually doesn't smell too bad either as I thought it was. Definitely going to replace this with some Maxima racing fork fluid, probably some 10 weight. I know a lot of people run 7, but I think I'm going to run 10. I'm also going with the .43 kg spring, which is a little more set up to my weight. I'm 157 pounds. Yeah, I'm 5'11", 157 pounds, give or take. I eat my Wheaties. Alright, so now we got that. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and continue to take this off. Which I could probably be doing this wrong. I don't know. Some of you guys are probably going to roast me in the comments and tell me I did this completely wrong. But hey, there's a first time for everything. I just want to get them disassembled and get them ready to be rebuilt. Once I order the fork seal kit and all that cool stuff. and get ready to throw this bad boy back together. All right. I know that I'm gonna have to put a wrench in here to hold that, which I didn't prepare myself for. Actually, I did. It's just behind me on the ground. All right, let's move this nasty fluid and stuff out of the way. All right, I'm gonna have to stand that up to compress that. That sucker is not big enough. I'm gonna need a bigger wrench. Alright, stand this up one more time. There we go. Leaking some more fluid and stuff on the table. But there we go. I got a wrench in there to hold that while I continue to actually, now that we have that over there, no, we are gonna have to take that part off right there. Alright. We are gonna get this figured out. I'm gonna get this figured out. You guys can just continue to laugh at me. Okay, so it turns out the wrench that I'm using is actually the wrench that I need. Go figure. Alright, now that I got the right wrench, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna try to screw this off right here. Nice, it's breaking loose. It's exactly what I need, cooperation. Alright, should be able to finish screwing the clicker off with my hand. And after that, we should be able to take the fork apart. Alright, got that off. Now, we can compress this and get this wrench out of here. Once again, I'm gonna stand it up and do it. Makes it a lot easier. Alright, now that comes out. And this doesn't have the rod I was talking about in it either, but it does come out freely by itself. Like, you're supposed to be able to compress this and it come out automatically, which the other one was not doing. But I'm glad this one is doing, which means that one is the way it's supposed to be. Alright, kind of clean up some of this mess right here. Alright, start by taking this clip off the fork, which it just seems to come off so easy. I wish the rest of the stuff was like this. Really wish the rest of the stuff was like that. It comes off so easy. See if we can't get this dust shield out of this one without breaking or damaging anything like we did the last one. Let's see, I got something a little better for that. Wow, that one does not want to come off either. See if I can. Let's go ahead and get that spring out of there. Hey, there's that rod I was looking for. So that rod I was talking about was actually still inside there with the spring. That goes into the bottom of this. Right there, that rod goes into there. But I'm gonna leave it out for now. But this was the rod I was talking about. I'm glad it was actually inside there. I wish it would have fell out of the other one when I took that out. Just go ahead and get the springs and stuff out of the way. Let's continue to try to get this dust shield off. Wow, that sucker does not want to come off. I'm going to remove the spring off of it. See if maybe that helps me a little bit. Wow, I was actually able to get the fork stuck, but still, no dust shield. This is beginning to be a bigger pain than I expected it to be, literally. I was finally able to get the dust shield to budge. Thank goodness, because I was starting to lose hope in all dust shield humanity. There we go. Now she wants to cooperate. She was just probably been in there for so long. Ah, there she goes. All right, now repeat the basic steps that I did for the other ones. Go ahead and get this clip out. Make sure we get it out on both sides. That might make life a little bit easier. Oh my God, I feel for all suspension guys out there. You know, you guys get credit, but you definitely don't get enough credit, because if anybody's like me, they watch a couple of videos and they're like, yeah, I can do that. And I thought I watched enough videos to do it, but until you do it firsthand, you don't really know how difficult it is. So shout out to all the suspension guys out there who bust butt day in and day out on race bikes, and the people who build these day in and day out. I'm pretty sure after you do it for a long time, you get the hang of it. But Jesus, this process right here it's beating me, guys. It's beating me. All right, all that's left now is to pull the rest of the stuff out of the fork and see if we can't get this to come out. Wow, it actually came out a lot simpler than the last one. But yeah, we were missing that part in there. We got that, and then we also got the seal out. So let's turn this around, take everything off, then I'll go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up, get everything laid out, and then I'll go over everything with you guys, and then that'll be it for our fork assembly. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up and then go and do some more research. I already know what springs I need. Now I just need to find what kit I'm gonna get, seal wise and stuff like that, order up some fluid, and I might attempt to put these back together myself. I might actually take them up to one of our local race shops and have them help me or walk me through it, or I might find one of my buddies who's actually done this before and have him appear on the channel and help me do it as well, because I can't even seem to get this basic clip off. Jesus. Alright, got that off. Now everything starts to fall into place. Thank you. Get the seal off. We got that, and then our handy dandy dust shield, then the clip that goes on the fork, and the spring that goes inside the dust shield. Alright guys, let me get this cleaned up and I'll show you guys a layout of everything and the way it came off, and that'll conclude. So what you see here is everything that I have taken out of the forks right there. We got everything laid out as it came off of the fork. We got our clicker right there. We got the retaining clip or whatever that goes on the outside. We got the shaft that goes inside of there. Then we have that. We got the fork tube, and then we have the lower tube right there. Then we have everything that came off the other one, which was actually missing this right here, and it was missing this part, but I had it in another bag. So we have all that stuff laid out right there. Then we have the 2 springs up there, which I will be replacing for the right ones that go to my weight. But that's everything right there, guys. I got the forks disassembled. It was a heck of a process, but I'm glad I got it. And at least we know that we need to order one of these. We need to get a new seal kit, fork seal kit. And we need to make sure we get some oil and stuff inside these bad boys and make sure they work properly. It would suck to spend some money, put some money into this stuff, and then it not actually work. It would be devastating. So that is it right there, guys. There's all the stuff right there. Everything's laid out. I'm gonna go look for a fork seal kit. I'm gonna go look for the OEM parts and stuff that I need to order, and then I'm gonna do some more research because I really do want to build these, and I want to make a better build video and give you guys a better how-to. But this was just a disassembly to show you guys my pain and my struggle of trying to get Project CRF back on the track, back on the dirt, and then back off and doing some riding to live the life that that bike deserves. It didn't deserve to just sit, so I traded, I got it. Now I'm ready to build it, and I look forward to every day progressing on this build. It's not too tiring, and it's not too big of a process if you know what you're doing. Like I said, I've watched a bunch of videos. I tried to learn. I knew the steps and stuff to take everything off, but when I do put them back together, if I do decide to put them back together, I will make sure I do my studying and might even get some practice in. You know, buy some junk forks or something and get some practice rebuilding them. I don't know, because I want to do this the right way and I want to do it all myself. But if I'm getting it set up and stuff correctly for my weight and getting them revalved and stuff like that, then I would probably want to take them to a shop. I don't know. If I do, I'll vlog it, take you guys along and show you some of the local shops and stuff around here, because I will be getting price quotes, because you don't want to just go with the first guy. I think I have shock fluid or something running down the side of my face. But guys, if you like the video and you feel my pain, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and look forward to more stuff coming for Project CRF, because like I said, I have parts and stuff on the way. This is going to be a fun learning process, and I can't wait to ride this bike. I can't wait to get on the track, and I can't wait to bring you guys more moto content. But that is going to be all for today's video. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to go sit down and, well, actually, I'm going to go edit, and then I'm going to go shower, or I might shower and then I might edit. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get all this fork oil and stuff off my hands, and probably clean up some of the stuff in there. But that's gonna be it for this video. Part 4 coming soon for Project CRF. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.